Today we are going to make some altered paper clips for the Egyptian journal, and I was kind of messing around to see if this would work, if the ribbon was too wide, but it's just wide enough. So I'm going to make some paper ones like this, and then I'm going to make a few of these ribbon banner ones with some little gems and some gold shiny, because, you know, these are pretty fantastic. So they're nice and bright and colorful. So I'm going to set these aside, and I have got my little tin of paper clips that I have used my patina paints on to make them look like, you know, aged copper. And I felt like this color goes really well with all of the aqua blues and greens and things. And then I dug out this sheet of, there's like birth month stones, but I don't know why I would ever use them for that. I must have found them on clearance or something. So anyway, let's just get started. I've got my two, you know, what were they called? Ethnic design. Not what kind of ethnic, they're just ethnic. So let's just get started here. On the ends of these, because they want to fray, I am using my, flames. I'm using my lighter. Since they're made out of polyester, I can just kind of melt the end there. It doesn't smell the greatest, but it totally seals it and stops it from fraying. So I'll do the same on this side here. You know, if you've never done this before, the key is don't hold it in any one place for very long. You're just trying to barely melt it. And the other key is don't go messing with it right away, because it is hot melted like molten plastic. So for the first few seconds, you don't want to touch that. But then look, it seals it up really nice. And then we don't have to worry about all this fraying and everything, which is good. Then we'll put it through here. And then I put it through my sewing machine. Okay, yeah. Then I kind of just folded it over like this. And I kind of had to just kind of finagle it around, because the ribbon is just 2 inches. And the paper clip's like maybe 1 3/4 inches. So it's a little bunchy, but you just kind of mess around with it and you can get it to hold still. Okay, so then what I did was sew across the top here with some rickrack on the front to hold that over. But I put, like here, I put this piece of rickrack there, so then when I sewed over that, it sewed the back tight too. So we could do that again. And we'll cut it exactly to length here. Okay, maybe. Okay. All right, and then we'll put another piece down at the bottom, just, you know, because I think it looks cool with 2 pieces on. All right, yeah, that'll look cool. It almost looks kind of Christmassy. So I'm gonna, let's do 2 more. Wow. Must be quitting time, guys. Okay. We'll make 1 more of this kind and then 1 more of this orange, bright orange kind. There we go. Okay, now we have to burn the ends. Melt them. Melt them. Let me make sure that's, yeah, that's good. Sorry, I was like trying to look in my viewfinder to see if you could actually see what I was doing. But yes, you totally can, can't you? See, hot molten plastic, so don't touch it. again, this is a do as Nikki says, not as Nikki does type of moment here. All right. Yeah, it smells fantastic, guys. Not. Nope. But it totally works. It's way easier. I've tried to like seal the end with fray check or with like my fabric glue, and I try to run a bead and, you know, but for this stuff that'll melt, this is like the easiest, best way to do it. It just makes it so much easier. Okay, what am I doing this end? So I think it feels so weird to be doing all these videos in advance because I'm used to like reading your comments as we go, and I'm realizing I'm not able to do that. So that's okay. We'll catch up. When I get back, I want to do another live. It's been so long since I did a live. So I think we'll do that. We'll catch up. I'll tell you about my trip. We'll check in on the Egypt journal. We'll check in on the junk journal. Oh, come on. July freebie that will have come out while I'm gone as well. You know, we'll just hang out. We'll hang out and chat, guys. We'll do a little chitty chat. Okay. 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 There we go. So we've got those. Look at that. I somehow managed to get them at very similar levels. Is this? Nope. I think I like the rickrack. You know, for as little as I thought of the rickrack at first, I totally grabbed it thinking, meh, this isn't going to be for this project. But man, I've used it several times and it really does. So again, whoever was the one that said in the comments, like, you should totally use the rickrack. Thank you for encouraging me to do so, even though I was thinking it wouldn't match. But I mean, look at, here's zigzaggy. I started looking at patterns and stuff and I'm like, man, there's zigzags everywhere. Okay. So I'm going to go over to my machine and just zip these through really quick, and then I'll be back in a second. Oop. Okay, guys. So a few of these got a little extra on the edge here, so I'm going to trim them off. Oopsie. Now I cut that. Now I got to melt it again because it's going to... Oh my gosh. Careful, Nikki. Okay, that one's good. I'm trying to just cut there. Just cut only the gold. There we go. Okay. So we've got those done. Now I've got little gold shimmer things everywhere. All right, now let's, you know, bulling them out a little. And I'm going to use my fabric glue. And the other one, I just put them in the centers of these little triangles. So we'll do that on here. We're going to, even though those are self-adhesive, there's no way they're adhering for the long run to this ribbon, polyester ribbon. No way. You guys, I do not know what is up. I just refilled my Fabri-Tac and it is like super, the heck? It's super stringy, like it's old. I wonder if it is old. I don't know. It's really annoying me though. Okay, let's put a dark blue one. Oops. This is where a craft tweezer would be a smart idea. And blue, and let's put one of these rubies. There we go. I don't ever believe these birthstone things anyway, because mine, on here it says it's pink tourmaline, but then other things say mine is opal. So I don't know. I don't believe. But honestly, what does it even matter anyway? Okay, there. Ooh, blingy. Just enough bling. Okay, now where on here should we put them? Like, do I put them on these little peaks here? Do I put them inside there? Maybe put them inside there, huh? I don't know. We'll try it on this one, and then if it doesn't look right, we'll do it different on the other one. Okay. All right, and this one, let's see what's going to stand out. These are some dark colors. Maybe one of these bright blue ones. These light blue, I mean. Apparently they're amethyst. Oh no, aquamarine. I was like, that's not an amethyst. I was reading in the wrong line. Okay. And then a light green. A peridot, or plastic greenadot. And then farthest thing from precious stones ever, right here. That's okay. Journals. My journals are the illusion of something fancier. It feels off, like it still needs one up here and one down here. Because it just feels like it's in a weird spot. So we'll just put one more up here. Look at how stringy this is. It's like hot glue. It's freaking stringiness everywhere. Now it's like on my hands. Okay, so now, since we did that, we can put some more colors. There we go. And, you know, let's pop one of these topaz. Or we could call it a faux paz. Right? Got it? It's a faux paz. Okay, there. Now it's more blingy. But look at that. I mean, Egyptian. Right. Oh my gosh. If the ancient Egyptians were alive to look at my journal, they would probably kill me. Or they would be like, thank you for making this look so fabulous. Just kidding. Ancient civilizations tended to be pretty brutal. I'm going to go with kill me. If I insulted them. Yeah, see, look at this. This is frustrating me to no end. Because, you know, also, Fabri-Tac is not cheap, guys. I know you know this. So to get a bottle that's doing this is really frustrating. Okay. Anyhow, we press on because we must. We must craft. All right. That one was blue zircon, blue fake con. This one is the faux paz. Oh, sticky, gross. This is ruby, fake bee. And one more. You know, let's put a diamond. This is a real diamond, guys. Did you know they make sticky back diamonds? Okay. There, we endured. Now we have 4 super blinged out little paperclip ribbon banner dealios. I like them. Okay, we're going to set those aside over here. And why do I say that all the time now? Over here? Because I say that in my real life all the time, that's why. Then let's make some little paper clips. I have some scraps here of, these are like offcuts. And I thought that we could turn them into some, with using some of these amulet things and stuff. I kind of, okay, so I've got this long guy here. Oh my gosh, I still haven't replaced this. Look at, can you see how chewed off it is? Yeah, there, that's a better angle. Hold on, I'm gonna go put a new one on here, guys. This is embarrassing. Sorry, this is embarrassing. Okay, there's just simply no excuse for that when I have like 10,000 of these things sitting over on my shelf. Okay, vintage photo. So what I kind of want to do is make like a really long paperclip with this guy. Like, and it might just be a page element or something. Okay, so let's see. This one might probably not even long enough, or it could hang off the edge, I suppose, a little. Like this. And put the paper clip up at top. And wouldn't that be kind of cool? This big long, yeah, I think so. In my head I was going, that sounds good. So we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna ink-a-do here. And then I think we'll put some cloth and or cheesecloth behind it. Because this paper is cool, but on its own it's kind of boring. So let's see, first we'll put our paper clip on. Okay, then I've got over here some cheesecloth attached to a long string attached to something else. And let's see, I don't know. These are my long mummy strips here. Oh, there, that's actually like perfect. Okay. Ugh. Now my fingers are sticking to everything, and I haven't even started gluing all that much yet. Okay, let's glue that down first, because we for sure want that. Let's just use my super straight. I'm like, even though it's super frustrating me right now, this stringy old yucky glue, I'm gonna keep using it because it's too dang expensive to just trash it. Is what I say now until I get so frustrated and end up trashing it. Okay. Now we have some texture. That's good. Now, should we put some of this down? I say yes. Okay. That's really wide though. I don't, it's like uneven wide weird. So this needs to get, boy, you can tell it is almost the weekend because here come all the campers, all the people that left the cities early. I don't want it that, I want it just thinner. All the city people that are coming up early for a long weekend. There. I wanted to see the layer of fabric underneath it too, because then we're just adding texture rather than just covering up the fabric that we just glued down. Know what I'm saying? Then I think if we just glue, yeah, okay, so now the question is, I just center it. I think I'll center it. I don't mind if that sticks out the top a little bit. Right? Right. So yeah, all the people, fishermen and everything come up early. Cabin dwellers. That's middle-ish. You can hear it squeak. It usually doesn't squeak like that. Okay. kind of just guessing on how much of the wing to leave not glued here. And I'm gonna leave a little space. Let's see. Oh, I did pretty good. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure that gets adhered really good down on this end. And there goes my phone. Okay, now let's see how much I don't need on this end. Oh. Oh, there goes my daddy-o. He was, oh, we had kind of a sad thing happen today. Well, I think it happened actually yesterday. But you know, I live in a very small town of 200 now. And in a small town of 200 people, you know, get to know each other pretty well, and everybody knows everybody, and there's, you know, like 20 prominent last names that everyone's related to somehow, some way. And in our school, we have the local school here in Northam, which is, you know, kids come from all kind of around to come to Northam School. And sadly, one of the teachers, one of the elementary teachers died like completely unexpectedly last night, which is pretty sad. There. Okay. Cool. I have this sitting here and I feel like it wants for some glossy effect. Oh no, is it clogged too? What is up with my adhesives? What is up? Can you, is my studio is saying, want to know what, Nikki? Enough. You've filmed way too many videos. Just quit it already. Knock it off. Your supplies are exhausted. Okay, let's try that. Okay, yeah. And I'm not going to put a super thick, and I'm not even going to worry about getting it super even. I just think it would look cool with a little zhuzh of glossy accent on here to kind of bring out this blue. So yeah, anyway, guys, he passed away. Mr. Swang passed away, and I think, you know, I didn't really know him, but my sister worked with him pretty closely. She works at the school, and my nieces and nephews all knew him because they all went to that school, and I think several of them had Mr. Swang. So it's sad. So my dad was out. I think my dad was out at the school, maybe. They had some local clergy out there for, you know, even though we're out for the summer. That was a little too uneven, guys. I'm going to fix that a little bit. Even though school is out for the summer, they still have, they still had, you know, the principal and the superintendent and some other teachers and staff and some local clergy that were out there just in case students really had a hard time dealing with the death. So I think he was probably out there doing that today because he's a clergy, a local one. Okay. Oh, a little uneven there. Okay, look at, can you see how that's shiny now? Yeah, that'll look cool. It just needed that. And now it's super cool. But now it needs to sit way away from everything where it can dry and not be bumped by me. I usually do not do the things like put on the glossy accents on camera because that usually is a bad idea, because I usually do that at the end of crafting. So I'm just kind of gonna make up some of these bases here. I usually do it at the end of crafting so that I like can just leave it sit on my studio desk and walk away. Well, that was a really cool old farm truck. There are some cool old farm trucks around here, like from the 40s and 50s. And you know, the cool thing is it's not even like them trying to be cool. Like, they legit just have been using them on their farm. How many should we do? I don't know. Let's see. We have 3 signatures. Well, we have those cool banner things too. We have 3 signatures and a single signature book that we're going to do. And these are, hold on, sneeze coming. Oh, maybe not. These definitely will all need to be used up in these books because I can't imagine them really fitting in another book very well. They are very specific. So, okay, let's go with 6. Plus this one will be 7. That sounds like a good number. Okay, what did I do? Oh, I put some fabric back down and then I put some, yeah, we'll play. The fabric going down first actually works pretty well. Where is the end of this fabric? No, that's too thin. The fabric going down gives us a nice background. So let's put some fabric down. Okay. Can you guys hear that? My girls are downstairs being loud as ever. I hope they're packing, is what I hope they're doing. But it does not sound like packing. It sounds like friendly arguing. You know, the arguing where, like, it's not really arguing right now, but if they kept going, it would probably turn into an argument because it gets a little more serious the longer it goes. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like. I know it well. Not just from being a mom, but from being a sister. Although, my sister and I never really fought much. My brother and my sister fought more. I'm the oldest of 3, and my sister and brother fought more for some reason than we did, really. My sister's the middle child and my brother is the youngest. Okay, now I'm going to give these all just a glue down here. Oh, I didn't, duh guys, I didn't ink around any of them after I went and got my new inker. So I hope you're all doing good. I hope that you are having a good day. I'm curious what you're all working on. If you're here hanging out with me and not working on the Egyptian, you're making your own Egyptian journal. If you're just here chilling, then hi and thanks for chilling with me. But what are you working on? Let me know down in the comments below. What are you currently working on? I'm kind of excited for this this journal. When this journal's done, or these journals are done, the next journal, I'm really excited. It's going to be, again, these last 3 journals, not the ones that I just finished, the boho ones. They are not super far out of my, usual thing, but this certainly is, way further out. But this next one is just going to be like super whimsical and fun, and I'm really excited to complete my trifecta of Tracy projects here with that one. I'm excited for that one. Which also, if are you guys members of the Foxy Crafters, which is Tracy Fox's Facebook group? She has a few of them, but the Foxy Crafters is like the main group. And then there's the Classifieds. But if you're not a member of it, you should be, because if you're on Facebook, that one's fun too. You should definitely be a member of my Facebook group, which is Junk Journal Inspirations. If you're not a member of that, then what are you doing? Come on. Go down to the links below here and sign up. But also, if you're not a member of Tracy's, so she just made this freebie, and it's called Crazy Chicks, and it's like this cute little chick with couple of them in different positions with their wings and some crowns and sunglasses, like some just little accessories that you can print out and cut out. And people have been making the dang cutest things with them. And then somebody apparently came up with this brilliant idea that everybody should try to create celebrity chicks, and then but not say who it is that you're like designing after, like who you're trying to, who you're trying to emulate with your little crazy chick. And so and then everybody's going to try and guess them or something like that. I forgot exactly how it's all going to go down, but it's a little challenge over there. And there are some of the most adorable things happening with this Crazy Chicks kit. I have not played with it because, of course, I have been stuck in Egypt, and this has been consuming my desk space and my life, trying to get done and on vacation and film ahead and whatnot. So I haven't had a chance to play, but I'm kind of jealous, because even though I'll be so far behind by the time, so I've got a few pieces of this, even though I'll be so far behind, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to, I've got some of these little pieces too. I was going to make clusters, but I don't know if I'm going to make clusters now. The more I think about it, I don't know. I might just put little like relic-y pieces kind of around. Where's my, where are my, oh, there. Like my Tracy Fox little offcut things. Because we could put some of these. Oh, is that going to be too busy though? I don't know. This might be too busy. I have some more of these though. Like here. That could be cut in half and this could be cut down. Oh, those are already inked. Brilliant. We'll ink around this and then probably like cut it in half. And then ink those edges. Okay. And we'll do some of these. And one more. Then we'll pick out some, I want to use this beetly guy. And so I'm just going to pick out some of these to go on these paper clips. And then I'll probably put some cheesecloth behind them. There's some of these square ones. I think this one goes this way. Because there's actually people on that one, I can tell. Okay. We'll go with those. And then, because I've got it out, we're just going to put a little bit of cheesecloth behind stuff. Just because I can. All right. Now let's glue stuff down. You know, we could add a little gem. I don't like that this one goes all the way across. I'm going to cut it down a little. Like that. That's my husband texting me. He said we need to get rid of the bird feeder because it's attracting, oh, chipmunks. Oh, there's a ton of chipmunks up here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Should I just read you my texts as they come in? We can all be entertained together. There are chipmunks everywhere up here. You know what I don't see many of? In the cities, we had squirrels everywhere. And I hardly, I mean, like, honestly, I don't think I've seen a squirrel since we've moved up here. Oh my gosh. I can't tell if these little things are supposed to go this way. Let's just put them that way. I'm going to put my finger here so I don't glue all the way over. So yeah, guys, chipmunks. And we had seen a mouse out in our shop in the winter. And so we put out some traps. And yeah, you know who else likes them? The chipmunks. So we're going to have to figure something out. I want to get rid of my bird feeders, though. I like seeing the birds. What happens is the birds sit on top of the bird feeders, and then the seeds that fall out, the chipmunks like to sit underneath there and eat the seed. Should we put a couple? Let's just try. Oh, I don't know. I'm now all of a sudden I'm rethinking that. I'm afraid that it might be too bulky. We'll just stick with what we're doing here. Because the rhinestones, I'm just so afraid to make too much to, you know, like super dimensional stuff for my books, because it tends to make things bulky. And I already do chunky journals. You know, but guys, it just wants one. It wants a jewel up here so bad. So, you know, when the journal talks to you, you just gotta listen. Okay. And we'll go with a garnet. Does it need two? Does it need another one? I don't know. We'll just leave that one there. It needs something else. Yeah, it needs a second one. With my super stringy glue that cannot just leave a dot. Look at that. I'm sure you can't see it because it's, you know, clear glue on camera, but welcome to my new video called Nikki is Frustrated with Her Brand New Bottle of Fabri-Tac. I wonder if there's like a date on them. Does glue have a date? I don't know. Okay, there. Yep, the 2 looks way better. Okay, let's do this one next. So anyway, no squirrels, lots of chipmunks. My mom has a little chipmunk that was eating all of her strawberries in her garden last year. Like, but it would taunt her. It wouldn't even eat them all. Like sometimes there would just be a half-eaten strawberry sitting on her steps by the strawberry plants. So it's like, I took one of your strawberries, I ate part of it. Meh, it wasn't my favorite. So I'm just leaving it here so you know that I did this thing. Annoying little things, But even though it was that way, she still it wanted it. She knows that it lives in her garage, which is an older garage, and she knows right the hole that it like uses to get in there, and my dad was going to block it up, and mom was like, no, because then the little squirrel can't get in the garage over the harsh winter. So even though the chipmunk was doing her strawberries wrong, but apparently my husband Ade does not have the same passion for the chipmunks. He wants them gone. All right, let's put, I like the little gold trim on, but I think we'll put this one on top. Put a little streamer of this glue here. Well, I think I was telling you in one of my last videos about our hummingbird feeder and how I have a hummingbird feeder, but I don't have any hummingbirds, and everybody else in town is like, wow, the hummingbirds are so, they're everywhere this year. There's so many of them. And I know that they like these little tiny hummingbirds. They go south, way south for the winter, and then come all the way back up here in the spring. And so, the minute that they start seeing them at their feeders, they're like, oh, put your feeders out, everybody. The hummingbirds are back. And so I got all excited and put my hummingbird feeder out, and no hummingbirds want to come eat at my feeder because, I don't know why. But then my mom told me, well, they come to the same ones that they know they go back to. So anyway, we have one lonely hummingbird guy. But I mean, he does have all the food to himself. He or she, I don't know. I didn't bother to check or ask. So that makes me sad, but I suppose I can still leave that hummingbird feeder up so I can watch my one hummingbird come to the bird feeder. I wonder if I can find some sort of, this one isn't going to have room for the gold necessarily, is it? I can go that way. Top to bottom that way? Why not? Okay. I wonder if, I was going to say, I wonder if there's some sort of bird feeder I could find. They make all kinds of them. They make a bunch of them that are supposed to be anti-squirrels, because squirrels will wreak havoc on bird feeders. You know who else does? Bears. And you know what we have a lot of around here? Bears. You want to know what happened to my brother and sister-in-law's house just the other night? So they have a couple of acres, and they've got a horse pasture. They've got little ponies, the cutest little ponies. So they've got a couple little ponies, and then they've got this whole area where they've set up playground and a whole fort and everything for my nieces and nephew. And there's a bunch of Norway pines in that little stand of trees that the tree house and the fort and stuff are built into. And so the other night, it was just, evening, and she'd been out to check on the horses. This one needs a couple wings, I think. She'd been out to check on the horses, and she said then Millie, their dog, they have a Rottweiler who is like a big fraidy cat most of the time. I don't know. She's kind of half fraidy cat, half, you know, wants to be a vicious dog, but just really isn't. So there's, she's kind of dumb. Not always. She doesn't do much, but she did a lot this night. Dessa said they were walking out or walking into the house, and she said the horses were running around like crazy in their pen, and Millie, the dog, was like barking viciously at something up in a tree in the stand of Norway pines by the little kids fort. And she said Millie was just going nuts. And so she said, you know, then Andy and I and my brother, they either walked back out or turned around and to look and see what it was. And just a little while before this, they had heard their neighbors rip off a shotgun shell, and they thought nothing of it because people, you know, shoot stuff around here. They thought, I guess there's been some skunks up there, so they thought maybe that they were shooting at the skunks. But no. She said, here comes, like, falling down out of the tree where Millie, the dog, had been bark, 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 bark. Here came a big bear. Millie had treed a bear, like a 250-pound bear. She said this thing was big. And there it was, like, right in the tree fort. So I know that we've had them, like, in town, people that are just across the street, and like 1 block over there's a lake. We're just like 2 blocks away from Bartlett Lake, and there's some people over there down that have their house down by the lake, and they had bear feeder, or like a bear feeder. Their bird feeder got just destroyed by a bear. The shepherd's hook that it was on was all like bent over and stuff. So yeah, they're around, but how crazy that, I mean, to see one come flying out of the tree. And she said it like came tearing, once it fell out of the tree and came down out of the tree, it went tearing through the horse pasture, the horse fence, and ran off into the woods. But man, that's a little bit of a excitement for the evening. Oh my gosh. So between the jets that were flying around the other night and the bear that's climbing their trees, it's been an adventurous, early summer up here. Okay, we'll put some of this across the top. And then I'll probably have to finish these other ones off camera because I think I'm approaching the 1 hour mark here. Anyway, we had a little story time, so that's all good. All right. Yes, plus I need to like clean the glue off my fingers before I can finish these two, because I'm at the point now where there's just super, gooey glue everywhere on my fingers. So I'm going to finish those 2 up off camera, but let's revisit the fun little bannery ones too. So look at, we did get quite a bit accomplished though, huh? Yeah, my fingers are just a gluey mess. There, we'll have fun. Now we've got some altered paper clips to go in the book. So honestly, when I get back from vacation, I think it'll just be starting to decorate the book, and then we'll be pretty close to done with it, and we can move on to the last of my 3-part Tracy Fox series. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening or middle of the night, whatever time it is when you're watching this, on whatever side of this globe of ours that we all live on and share. And until I see you next time, stay safe and healthy, be well, be peaceful, and I hope that you're able to do something creative and be with the ones that you love and do something you love. And until I see you next time, guys, take care and God bless you. Bye-bye.